Hey friends, happy May! So I cannot believe we're here. We're almost at the finish line, almost finished with school. My girls officially end this year, like the second week of June. It's actually on my daughter's birthday. So yeah, that's gonna be great. But we are mainly finishing out. You know how the end of school is, like you're you're done, you're over it. The kids are done and over it, and those last couple of weeks are just like ugh, a blur. So for us, we are going to finish out May strong and then just tie up loose ends for June. And so for June, I already did a video on what we're expecting to do in the summer, but I will do another video just to show like our June book reads as well. So for the month of, what month is it? For the month of May, I'm like all over the place, y'all. For the month of May, we are going to start out reading our morning read of Love Radio. I am so super excited for this book. It looks so cute. I had bought it for my daughter a few years ago. We did like a book birthday theme and she hadn't read it yet. And then I found me a copy, at where did I find at the like library book sale, and so I grabbed it and I'm like, hey, we can read it together. So I did plan on having like a different morning read. I can't even remember what I was planning on reading for this month for the morning read, but she wanted to read Love Radio, so we are going to go ahead and do that. I've TikToked it and heard so many like great things about it, and so I'm so super excited to get into reading this book. We are also going to do this one here. For our history book, we're going to be reading The Overground Railroad. I am so excited to read The Overground Railroad because I think it's so important for us to know as Black people about our history here in America. And I think that the Green Book is probably like as relevant today as it was way back when. I'm pretty sure, which I don't know 100% for sure, like that these like places and stuff, majority of them are probably not still like available. But I know that we still to this day, unfortunately, have to know where we're at, what time it is, and things like that. So this is going to be such a good and interesting read. I love sharing this type of stuff with my girls so that they can also know what it is that we need to do to keep ourselves safe and things like that. So then for our evening read, we are going to be reading Miss Tony. I love her books. We just finished The Bluest Eye for April, and that went pretty well. I did make a video about that one, and so that'll come up at some point. But for this month, we're going to be reading Beloved. When I was a kid, before I knew about Miss Toni Morrison, or these books or anything, I used to watch Beloved. I think I probably should not have been watching that movie, but I used to watch it. I used to love it. And I have seen a few people say that the book is so much better than the movie, that the movie like is nothing. Like they're like the movie is horrible, the book is great. So I'm excited to read the book and see how that is, and then possibly watch the movie with my kids because I like doing like comparisons, like the book with the movie type thing, but I have to do research to see if it's an appropriate movie for my kids to watch. It's been so long since I watched it, and I got old lady brain, so I don't know. I know that there is a scene in there like in the beginning that is inappropriate, and I can't remember for the rest of the movie, so I'm gonna have to like look into that. But anyways, so this month we're also going to be adding in some extra reading because we started a series last month. I think it was like To All the Boys I Loved Before, which I'm like trying to grab the other book, so I'm like all up in the camera. But so we're going to finish out the other two books. We're going to do like 2 weeks of this, which is PS I Still Love You, and then we're gonna watch the movie, and we're also going to do Always and Forever, Laura Jean, and then watch the movie on Netflix as well. So we're gonna do both of these and finish out the series, and I'm super excited for it. The first book was so cute. It's like, I don't know, like such a high schooly teeny romance type thing, and I just thought it was adorable. Those books just always take me back to that like high school age, and just that innocence within love, and you just really think that you're doing something and you're just really not, is the funny part as far as like dating in high school and stuff. So our even junior high and just things like that, but it's still super cute and stuff to read and bring up these conversations and different things with my daughter. So also this month, for more of like personal reads, we both, me and my daughter, this one, like usually when we read together, we literally like sit together, read out loud, discuss and things like that. This one, we're just going to read on our own time, but then we're still going to discuss it. We're going to be reading like at the same pace, but just on our own time, so that we don't have to sit so much, I don't know, just so much together. Like whatever, we can read on our own time, but the same schedule. We're going to read like the same amount of pages per day, and then I don't know, either discuss throughout the day, because sometimes we get really excited, it depends on the book, or else we'll make like a day of the week or something to try and discuss and see what's going on. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But this one is charming as a verb, and again, another good like teeny romance, I think, that I've heard. And so I'm excited again to read this with her. I think I have got her book at the same time that I got Love Radio, but she hadn't read it yet. And then again, I found a copy at the library sale, like the local one, and it didn't have a cover, but I'm good with that. I mean, it was $1, y'all, and the book is in perfect condition. It just doesn't have a cover, so hey. And then so now these are my like really personal reads. So this one I'll be reading for like the whole month because she wants to break it down for the month. These next ones I'll be reading a book a week. I'm not sure which order I'm going to read them in or anything like that, but these are the ones that I'll be reading. So this one says Magic in Nature, and it just I don't know, it caught my eye. I thought that like was really beautiful. It's, of course, like about witchcraft and stuff like that. So I'm excited to learn more and see what this book has to offer. And it looks like it'll be like a pretty easy read. The words are kind of tiny, but there are like pictures and stuff on a lot of the pages. So I think it'll be a pretty quick read. The next one is Marie Laveau, Voodoo Grimoire, and it's by Denise Alvarado. And I have in my mind a little concern about that. I don't know, I've mentioned it probably a million times that it rubs me the wrong way when someone, I don't know, she's looked at, I guess, as a hoodoo person, and it says she has like Creole culture on here. I don't know how that goes. I can't be like the keeper of magic or anything like that, but I just hope that it's a good book, it does justice, and the right person is doing it. I was given this book or whatnot, and I'm going to go ahead and read it. Why not? So yeah, hopefully it is what it is. And then the next book that I have is the National Geographic's Book of Magic and Occult. And it says a visual history as well. I'm really excited to get into this, to get like the background information, the nitty gritty kind of thing, and just see how this book is. And with that, I also have this one, A History of Magic, Witchcraft, and the Occult by DK Publishing. And y'all know I love me a DK book. But anyhow, they're like really similar, and I know I'm gonna like drive myself bananas like reading both of them like kind of back to back, but I wanted to do that on purpose so that when I do the individual book reviews, I can kind of compare the two and just like remember, this book had this and that book had that, like it's fresh in my mind type of thing. So yeah, that is what I will be reading for the month of May. I am super excited, cannot wait to get into these things and just see how all the stories unfold. Everything that I have on here, I'm really like happy to learn about and take in, and then the books that I'm reading with my daughter, like the little romance books for this month, I can't wait to read those and see how she reacts and the conversation she wants to have. So I'm so excited about those things. And I think I wanted to say, if you do have like a teen or a preteen and like these little books that I'm mentioning, they're so great. Start a book club. If your teen likes to read and you like to read, start a book club with them. What I'm doing with my daughter is like she has also her own personal reads, so I'm like, through your personal reads you can read, and then you can do me a book report. And I printed out paperwork on like how I wanted this book report to look, and with that, once you turn it in, you can earn a little bit of cash. So you know how like they, like when you're little, you have like the Pizza Hut rewards, or and it's like all kinds of different things. Like we used to do Barnes and Nobles, Pizza Hut. I think for a while Magic Mountain had something. I think Nothing Bunk Cakes has it. You got, if you have kids and you're watching this, you can look on like TikTok or social media, like some platform, and there's parents on there talking about it. But all those things, with the exception of like your local library, because they even have adult things. Like we do our adult reading program, since we're reading anyway, we just turn in our reading, and you get like, I think, a free book a week at ours. I know different ones do different things. Like we have a city library by us, and we also have like a and we also have county libraries by us, so we get both. Our city library does do like where they will give you a book, and our county library gives them something. I want to say canes maybe for the summer, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, so you can check that out. But my thing was like, now my girls are older and they don't have those like incentives to read, and which by this time they probably should just be doing it on their own. But who doesn't want to treat? Like I tell my like mom and dad, like, y'all should be buying me stuff, you know, and I'm big grown. But you know, who doesn't want free items and stuff like that? So if they read, I still reward them for that, because that is like extra time. They don't necessarily have to. I love it. I'm a big like advocate for reading, and my girls are doing very well with their reading. They just did like their Star 360. This is like homeschool world, but they just did their Star 360 for their school, and they did awesome in like the reading area. And when I say like they're ahead, both of them are like ahead of where they're supposed to be. And for me, like I could not ask for more. That is so like fascinating, because when my kids first started going to the school that they are now, they were behind. They hated reading those like language arts books and stuff that they give you in the school. And when we got to the one that we are now, we had the freedom to choose. And so that's what got them more so into reading. And they are just doing great with it. And I'm so excited for that. So the bottom line for that is, if you have kids, do a book club. It is so much fun doing a book club. There's another homeschooler I've seen on TikTok where she, like, instead of like movie nights, they do like book reading, and she like gets her kids the same book, and then they have like a little like party or something, and they sit and they read. And I'm like, that is so amazing. We have so much screen time and things like that, that sitting down to read a book and chill is such a good thing. Like my personally, like I'm like on a rant at this point, but personally, like my attention span is like so horrible. So for me, reading is helping me like pull that back in. And so yeah, I'm super excited for that. And if you've read any of these books, if you are in a book club, if you're wanting to start a book club with your kids, then go ahead and write about that in the comments. Or even if you do have a book club with your friends, or not your friends, your kids, write about that in the comments. We have such a fun time. We have our family book club, and then we're going to start also in the summer our girls book club, which I did put some of the books in a different video that was uploaded like a few weeks ago, but we're also going to start another book club within that for the month of July, and I will be putting details and stuff about that in my videos. And then also, I don't know, I'm like everywhere right now, but yeah, so I think I was talking about the book clubs. I like distract myself, y'all. I'm everywhere. Anyways, so like if you have a friendship book club, if you have a book club with your kids, whatever, write about that. If you've read any of the books that I'm mentioning, write about that too. Into the next